Yeah, that's not silence. That's a big lie, silence. Doodly dee dee doodly dee dee dee. All right, everybody. It is go time, and so we're doing it. It's happening. So welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Rob Twohy. We are here on Sunday night. It is All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show. I am here with my co-host, Layroon and Fury Fate. Layroon, Mr. Layroon, how are you, sir?
I am doing great. I'm ready for the holidays. We had very minimal decorations up because our kids are actually somewhat grown out of Christmas. I'm kind of sad about that, but other than that, everything's going good. I'm looking forward to taking a break next month.
As am I. And Miss Fury, formerly without her voice, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah, my voice was out for like 3 whole fucking days. It was horrible. And of course, as soon as I get my voice back, I'm talking nonstop, and then I get, tired, and then I lose my voice again. It's so much fun. But I have like a mountain of presents to wrap behind me, so you're my excuse to not get paper cut.
Good. Well, no. Paper cuts can get out of control, and then can get super bad. So, welcome to the audience. Welcome to the viewing audience live here on Twitch and also later on YouTube if they're watching it. We are taking a month off. We're taking 5 weeks off, actually. There will be a show next week, which will be the 30th of December, a week from today. That will be New Year's Eve, a year in review. And then we're going to take 5 weeks off with no shows. And then we'll be back February 10th. So just mark your calendars, everybody. Before we get started, as always, I like to do the disclaimer for the show, which is All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show is meant to teach and help. But the opinions stated by the three of us on the show are not those opinions of Smiteworks USA LLC or Fantasy Grounds. We are not affiliated with them, so don't get that idea. All right, today's show is going to be all about me. It is. It's totally, truly about me. We're going to be talking about all the Rob Twohy DM's Guild things that I've made in the last 3 years. And after the show tonight, I'm going to put together the final touches on the 2018 package and the big 2016 through 2018 package and put those up for sale on the DM's Guild. Prices on those are not going to be as high as I once originally thought, because in looking at those packages, I had to take a couple things out that I thought were going to be in there that are not solely my projects. So this will truly be only things that I've worked on by myself, or that I have in place that are under my name, just by myself, and not collaborations with other people. So first thing I want to show everybody, and you guys can actually go to robtwohy.com and follow along if you'd like. Go to rob2e.com. You can see this. Mr. Shadzar, one of our mods and one of our creators, and the person that responsible for he just put out the stream OBS widget that shows the characters on screen while you're playing online. He went in the back end of my website and kind of fixed this up a little bit better. So now if you click on DM's Guild here on my website, you'll see the list. I myself, just last night, I was up till 4 in the morning, I went and recolored and sort of rebranded the images of all my covers. So anything that doesn't have artwork, they used to be brown and green and whatever. They're all purple now, so they're all purple here. You can see I did leave the items yellows. They were all yellow like this, so I left those yellow. But then anything that's not purple, so the blue, that's Gwydion's Book of Lost Spells coding. Anything. This is just PDFs only, so it's more in line with being able to tell like what's up on the DM's Guild. But Shad made this list, and this is really cool because if you come here and you want to go, okay, I want to click on the order of release. Let's reverse that. So here's Unknown Whom 2 was the last thing put out, and it goes in reverse order. Or you can come over here and you can put, I only want to look at things that are codings. So these are all coding things. I guess Shad hasn't done that yet. He's supposed to take that one off and the Fantasy Ground Sounds off. Still for sale, but not on my list, so I guess he didn't get to that yet. If you want to know what the adventures are, you can click here and see the adventures. Same thing with anything that's meant for the DM or anything that's meant for players. So really cool. We are going to go through this in order, and of course if you click on it, it takes you right to the DM's Guild if you click on the cover image, and so there you go. So race ability modifiers, key class stats. Oh, and by the way, if you go to my Discord or if you go to the Fantasy Grounds forums, Fantasy Grounds forums should be easy to find. Just look for Rob Twohy Organizer in the forums, or you can come here to the Discord and go to DM's Guild updates, and there is a module for free that you can download right here from Discord or right from the forums, and it's called the Rob Twohy Module Organizer, and you load that into your Fantasy Grounds library, and it's got this. So here's every module, whether it's for a DM, whether it's for a player, whether it's for a player and a DM, or if it's a package. And of course, after the show tonight, I will link the 2016 through 2018, and I will link the 2018 packages, so everything will be done. And there are org chart graphics, which I just completed moments ago. Leyrun and Fury were watching me do it. And they show, like, here's 2016, and it shows each of the things that are in the 2016 package, and then you can click on any of these links to Fire Class, and it'll open that module if you have it in your library. So there you go. And it's the same functionality as what's on this page here. If you click on any of these class quick list, you open it, there it is. So we'll go through those, and then of course there's the 2017 is there, 2018 is there. Whoops, what happened there? Oh no, 2018 right there, like that. And there's no pin here because I don't have it yet. All right, so let's go through them. As a matter of fact, I think what we'll do is we'll go down this list here. We'll do that. We'll go down. We'll just go in the order of this list because it'll be easier, because it'll open it up and it'll show us things. And if only I I opened up a bunch of stuff, I should close it. So that I just have open. We're gonna eventually open everything, but for now we'll just go with nothing open in the library. Go to instructions here, and we'll go to this is where we were before. So let's just start at the top. So 200 critical hit and fumble tables. Everybody loves that. If you click on it, it'll say you don't have that open in your library, so then it'll open it, and it takes you right to the instructions, and it tells you what to do. And anybody that's played in my games or watched my channel or have seen my channel, you know that these are the critical hit and fumble tables that have 200 entries each. And it rolls when somebody rolls a 1 or a 20 in the game, it rolls a d6, and if it rolls a 3 through 6 on the d6, it rolls on the table. And you can even change that. You can put 1 through 6 and do it all the time. You can do it only on a 6. You can do whatever you want. You don't even have to have it roll a dice. You can just have it go right to the tables, and those tables are in there. And we won't show those, but pretty cool stuff. As we go through this, this is gonna be like me just rambling for like an hour. So if you guys have questions along the way, feel free to type it in the chat. And Fury and Leyrun, if you guys have questions, just flag me and stop me. You guys already probably know most of this stuff. So 2 Adventures, Unknown Whom, that came out in summer of 2016, and Unknown Whom 2 that came out this October. So you open that up, it takes you right to the reference manual for Unknown Whom, and you're ready to go. You're looking at the credits. You go right into chapter 1, chapter 2, whatever the hell you need, just right into it. So that is a beginning adventure for characters levels 0 to 3. The reason it's level 0 and not level 1 is that you can literally run this adventure where players show up with no preparation. They don't even have characters for their adventure. Part of the adventure is you start with your name and your race, and I think that's it. And you build the character as the adventure takes place. So you don't even have a class, you don't have a background, you don't have anything. So that's pretty fun. And then Unknown Whom 2 is the sequel to that. This is levels 3 through 6. And we played that at Whistler, and we play tested it, and Both Furied and Leroon are co-authors on that project, so they wrote part of that as well. And if you buy it, they get money. So there you go. Next one is the Magic Shops. This one is for DMs whose players are like, what can PCs do with all this gold? So this is a pretty cool thing. Here's a population chart in here. This will allow you to roll a magic shop up and populate it with magic items from the DM's Guild, Dungeon Master's Guide. Both initial DMG, by the way, very confusing. And so, like, for example, if you roll up something in a large town, it will roll. There's a 70% chance that it'll roll a D10 for common items, a 55% chance a D8 for uncommon, and a 30% chance for a D4 for rare items, and so on and so forth. So you can see that, like, legendary items pretty much you can only get in a large city or metropolis. Now DMs can change this. They can, you can manipulate those numbers any way you want. But I'll just give you an example here. Let's go to random magic shop anywhere in magic shop creation. Okay, so let's do a metropolis. That'll be fun. So I'm going to get the template is already here for you, and basically you just roll on it and it generates the magic shop. So here we have a magic shop within a metropolis. I'm not going to read this verbatim as I don't want to take the time, but it gives you the proprietor's name and what's going on there. It tells you have Potion of Healing, Potion of Climbing, and then it's got all these uncommon magic items: Wand of Magic Detection, Staff of Adler, rare items, very rare, they're sold out, legendary sold out. So they don't have any because the chances are really low. And then if you want to tell your players, hey, these rare items, how much is the Staff of Withering cost? You just go down here to rare magic item cost. You click on that, you roll it, and it tells you it costs 1,953 gold. That thing's in the way there, right there, like that. Let's move this. I don't know why Fantasy Grounds does that. It always puts that up there. I think it has something to do with my screen size. So there you go, and that's how that works. Pretty cool, pretty fun, and you can just make magic shops and populate your whole entire campaign and just plop them anywhere you need it. So there you go. Lady Shell, what is this? My problem is I have most of his stuff and I'm missing 1 or 2 modules. Oh, so she's saying, yeah, if you buy the pack, that's overkill because you already have stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, Dungeon Master's Guild doesn't do what Drive-Thru RPG it does, which is if you buy somebody's package but you already have things contained in the package, it discounts you automatically. Kind of like if you buy a bundle on Steam, it does the same thing. DM's Guild doesn't do that, so it's kind of unfortunate. So if you have a bunch of my single things and I package it all up for a discount, it is kind of overkill to get it again if you already have most of it. You just go get the other single things. But it's up to you. Let's do random monster tables first before we do the encounter creator, because the random monster tables are used in the encounter table. Random monster tables uses monsters from Monster Manual, Volo's Guide to Monsters, Tome of Beasts, Tome of Beats. What the hell? That says Tome of Beats right there. It's Beasts. I'll have to fix that. The Tome of Beats, vegetables. 5th edition foes, Monsters of the Guild, Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, and Creature Codex. Now, I get a lot of questions about this. You do not have to own all of these sources. As a matter of fact, if all you have is the SRD, it'll work with just that as well. So you can own any or all of these monster sources, but if you only have one, or like I said, if you don't have any of them, you can still use the monster tables because it'll roll monsters randomly. So what you do is you go to the tables for the random monster tables, and let's find out random monster tables. Here it is. So whatever CR I want. So if I want CR5, I go down and I find CR5 right here, and I roll on it, and that's every That's every monster in D&D that has a CR5. So it rolled a Migo, and I click on the link. It tells me now you need to open the Tome of Beasts. If I don't have the Tome of Beasts, I can just re-roll on the list and get another one. But if I click on this, it's going to open the Migo from Tome of Beasts, and Tome of Beasts takes a while to open because it's huge. It has like 400 monsters in it. And then here's the Migo, and I can tell my players, hey, you're fighting this. Get ready to die. Oh, I got an error from the image. Interesting. So, random monster tables. Now, the cooler thing is the random encounter creator, which uses the random monster tables. So let's go to that. So here's the instructions, and again, I'm not going to read through it, but I'll give you a quick example of how this works. You in the random encounter creator, you have is it in the, no, it's in the options, I guess. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's in story templates, sorry. So you have just one story template, and what you do is, and if you guys have ever played 5e pickup games or even seen me do encounters on stream, you've seen me do this. You open the template. It walks you through step A, unlock this window. Step B, change the X in step 5. So I'm going to just show you what to do. So you can do from levels 3, you can do any level 1 through 20, and parties of 3 to 7. So let's say we've got a level 5 party, and let's say there's 4 people in it. You would put level 5 party of 4, you would generate the button, and it's going to tell you you're going to fight 1 Emerald Order cult leader. So you would open that and make your encounter with that one thing, and he's probably pretty tough. Since now let me go roll that again and see if I get a different thing with more than one. Yeah, so sometimes you get like a temple dog, and it says you're gonna fight 1d2 of those. So what you do is you go to the encounter, and you make a random encounter. You say make a new one. You drag that in there. Whoops, hello. Maybe if I drag the actual NPC. See, I got all these windows open. I get crazy, everybody, and I open all these windows. I probably closed it, didn't I? I probably did. I need to just shut all this stuff down. All right, well, I closed it, so let's roll another one. Yeah, forward. Oh, that's even better. So this is a formula that you would use. If it's not just a 1, you would drag the hollowed reed in there, and then you would copy this formula and put that in there. Now, because of the level of the party and the number of people in the party, it wants you to basically fight between 5 and 14 of these. So it's gonna when you click generate on the encounter, it's gonna roll a d4, or it's gonna roll a d10 and add 4. So in this case we got 8, and there they all are, and then you just drop it in the combat tracker and you're ready to go. So really quick ways to make random encounters that are equal to the power and strength of your party, and then that's how you go. I think it's going to get out of hand if I keep opening everything. So I'm going to go ahead and just close down everything so far, except of course we don't want to close the module organizer, which I think I just did. So whatever, that's cool.
Too many things. All the things that could go wrong tonight.
Yeah, I'll just reopen it.
Cheer bits on the stream.
Lady
Thanks
Show,
for the cheer bits.
Cheer bits, Lady Show, Bit Boss, cheer bits. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so the module organizer, which is called organizer, so I'll just find that and open it. Boom. I'm going kind of fast, and by the way, the reason I'm going fast is I just want to showcase all this stuff, but every single one of these things has its own video on YouTube, so you can go and I show you at length and I walk you through all the steps, depending on what the item is that we're talking about. So if you get lost and you don't want to go back and watch this video specifically for one of these items, you can just you can just go watch the video that pertains to that item. All right, let's do this. Let's make this a little prettier. Let's spread this out like this. Okay. So we did all the way down through random trap tables. That's pretty simple. You roll on tables that give you random traps to use, and you can roll on tables that are setback, dangerous, or deadly. So depending on the save DC and the attack bonus and the level of the party, is it first tier, second tier, third tier, fourth tier? So basically kind of gives you an idea of what you want to roll on. But then when you roll on the actual tables for the random traps, like say I want to do deadly traps for levels 5 through 10, let's say. So I go there, I do that, I roll it, it gives me the Cursed Dominate painting. It's Cursed Insomniac painting trap. So, and then it's all there, so it's got the damages and everything. You should see some of this stuff highlight blue. There we go. That's blue, like that. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Traps ready to go at a moment's notice. Let's see. Next thing, reincarnation race tables. Now I like this because the DM or the player's handbook or the DMG, I think it's the player's handbook, it has a reincarnation race table, but it's only updated through the player's handbook. So mine has every race every race up to date. So even races from Ravnica and whatever the hell it is, Wayfinder's Guide to Eberron, whatever races are in D&D right now and in the future, it will all be here. It's not a weighted table, so it's just a 1-to-1. So normally you would roll, and 80% of the time you're supposed to get human, and then other races are more exotic and less of a chance to do it. So this table is weighted 1-to-1, so there's an equal chance for every race, all 36 of them. And then what you can do is if you want humans to be a bigger part of it, you can go ahead and change these numbers. But it's there for you if you want to roll a race. And if you roll a race and you click on it, and say you click on Feral Tiefling, and you find out that comes from Sword Coast Adventures Guide, and you're like, oh, guess what? We don't have Sword Coast Adventures Guide. Just re-roll again, Feral Tiefling again. What are the chances? And get Lizard Folk, and then that comes from Volo's Guide. Oh, I've got Volo's, and then open it up, and then there's your Lizard Folk race right there. So there you go. That's how you do it. This is no longer part. I thought I took that out. So sounds are still there. Sounds are still for sale. They're still on the DM's Guild as always. But for behind the scenes reasons, that is not part of the package anymore. So it's still available there. If you purchased it already inside of a package, that doesn't mean it goes away or anything. You still get it. It's just not going to be sold that way anymore. So that shouldn't have been in there. 200 Wild Magic table works the same as or it's kind of designed the same way as the fumbled and critical tables. Only you don't roll it. It doesn't. Fantasy Grounds doesn't do it automatically like
cheer
the
bits. Cheer bits in the stream. Thanks for the cheer bits.
But there are 200 choices here, and you can roll instead of the 50 choices that are in the player's handbook. There's an extra 150 things for Wild Search magic sorcerers. So kind of a niche thing, but still pretty cool. Background class and equipment bundles. So this is this used to just be. Oh, I bet you know what? I'll bet you that's the wrong. It's the wrong link because it's not called that anymore. So I've got to fix that link because we changed the name of it. Hello.
If you change the name in one thing, you have to change it in all the other things.
You got to change. You got to change it.
Exactly. This is.
It's a giant nightmare. So I will go and I will find it. Background and class equipment bundles. There it is right there. Open it. All right. Let's go get the story, and let's say instructions is what we want to link. So I'll go right back over there and link that. Now that'll next time I update it. Okay, so this is really cool, and I want to show this. Previously, what this would do is you would go to your story. Let's see, we don't need these anymore. No, you would go to your items list, and many of the backgrounds, if not all of the backgrounds in 5e, have items in the equipment that it offers you to give for your character that don't exist in the equipment list. So these are all here now, and this is what this was before. And so there was about, I don't know, 50 or 60 items. Now, as of last week, I updated this entire module so that now, if you make a character, let's just start a new character here, and go to the equipment list, inventory, I mean, and now you can go to parcels. That's races. I did that in the video too. If you watch the video, that's exactly what I did in the video. So Fury, name a background.
My favorite, pirate.
What is it? Pilot?
Pirate.
Pirate. Okay. So if you go to the pirate background, which is here, and just drag this parcel onto your sheet, that gives you everything the pirate gets in its background and also the money. Leroy, name a class.
Let's go with a fighter.
Okay, here's the fighter. You drag it on. There's everything the fighter gets, and we're done. That's it. 2 clicks, and you've got all your equipment for any character you need to build. It's lickety split. So that's a really powerful and fun thing to be able to do now. So people may wonder, well, you get choices, like you can take A or B. So right in the instructions of this, I do say that notes on the, here it is. I do say that for ease sake, the equipment assumes the A choices, and for other item choices, see listed below. So if, for example, if you play a cleric, it chose the amulet for the holy symbol. So if you want to change that, you can. If you play a paladin, it gives you a battle axe and a holy symbol as an amulet. So again, some choices are made for you for the ease of quickness, but there's nothing stopping you from saying, you know, taking a look at your list and going, oh, you know what? I didn't want the amulet, I want the reliquary, so you can just change it. But if you want to make a character fast, instead of spending 20 or 30 minutes dicking around with your equipment, boom, you're done. It's over. So that's cool. Background proficiencies and language and features. This is a thing I made. These are some of the early things that I made. Just things to help you really quickly make a character in the game. So instead of having to get out the player's handbook and flip back and forth or look through different sources like Sword Coast Adventures or Tomb of Annihilation or Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, whatever it is, all the backgrounds are listed here, and it tells you for each background what is the skill proficiency, what is the tool proficiency, if any, what are the languages you get, what are the features of the background, and what source it's in, so that you can literally go through every single background in 5e all in one nice little list. So there you go, and that's how you do that. And that's it. Class list quick start. This is the same thing, the same idea anyway. It's just a table that has every class in the game in it. It tells you how many, what number their hit dice is. So is it a D10, a D12? It tells you their main ability, their secondary ability, their max armor, what they can wear for armor, if they can use a shield or not, what their max weapon is, simple or martial, what their tools are, how many tools they can use, what their saving throws are, and then how many skills they get. So this is, again, a really quick way to go through all 12 WotC classes, plus the Anti-Paladin, plus the Evil Priest, and then you're able to just look at that and know right away where you stand with building a character. Defier class is a class that I made, and so it's just simply another option for class. It's built the same way and automated with everything. It's got all the levels. It's got everything it needs. It's got 3 archetypes. So if you're interested in checking out that, you can do it. another class, Dragon Lord. This was built by Joel Schrader, and he kind of gave it to me to take over to use to put on the DM's Guild. Same thing. It's just a class. It's got 2 archetypes for the Dragon Lord, chromatic and metallic, and built out and just the same as any class, automated and everything ready to go. Oh, you know why this is in here? Yeah, okay, so that shouldn't be in there either, but this is I'm opening a copy that's not saved. That's why that's happening. So the effects coding, most of you that are watching the show or would have reason to know the show, to know me, you know about this. Effects coding for class features, effects coding for feats, effects coding for race traits and spells. Also, all of the items, adventuring gear. So I'm not going to go through these because we've done shows on this before, and you can go check those videos out. But basically, anything in the game on your action tab for your character that needs to have codes, I've coded. So all the items, all the spells, everything, it's all done. So between these 4 and these 9 here, that's what that is. Feat list with benefits. This is another one of those lists that you want to have so you don't have to go looking up all the feats and, oh, what does this feat do? What does that feat do? So here's every feat all the way down, like however many there are, 100, I don't know how many there are. But that includes, Sword Coast Adventures, Elemental Evil, Xanathar's Guide, all these different sources. And it tells you what the feat is. It tells you the prerequisite you need, what your ability score increases will be, if any. Your benefits are listed, and then it tells you the source. So I found this really useful in making a character. It's like, you know what? I need a feat, but I want that feat to be able to increase my con. So let me go see which one. Let's see. No. Yes, I can do these 2. I can do these 2 here. So, I mean, there's different reasons that you would want to look at different information, but that's all there for you, ready to go. Boo. We're way down here now. So again, this has been changed. It's not level 1 pre-generated characters anymore. As of this video, as of today, December 23rd, it is still just level 1 video or level 1 characters. But in the very near future, by the end of January, that should have 270 pre-gens in it. It will have all 90 5e archetypes, a character for each one, and first, second, and third level. So 270, 90 times 3. That's hopefully going to be done by the end of January, and that will be updated, and it will remain pay what you want. It will remain free. So I will be able to tell anybody that plays 5e pickups, instead of going to choose from the 37 that I have there now, go and choose from the 90 different archetypes, and then you're ready to go. So that should be pretty awesome. By the way, we are going to give away a prize. As a matter of fact, as soon as I get down to the bottom of this list, we'll give away a prize. Oh, race ability modifiers and key class stats. I believe this is the first thing I ever did. This is the first one I ever did, because I was making characters and I was so mad that I had to flip back and forth, and I wanted to know, when I add my race, what attributes are going to be increased. So here's every race and subrace in the game. And again, this is all up to date. This includes up through Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica and Wayfinder's Guide to Eberron. Everything that has a race in it. And it tells you what the key class stats are. So for Barbarian, Fighter, and Paladin, Strength, right? For Wizard, Intelligence, obviously. So you can go down and you can say, okay, if I'm a Dwarf, if I'm a Duergar, I get 1 to my Strength and 2 to my Con. So this whole list is right here available for you to look at all as one, instead of having to hunt down what race. Oh, what race gives me strength and dex? Oh man, I can just go look here. So really handy, really nice. Let's see. Random PC generator revamped. This I like a lot. This was a fun one to make and a fun one for me to use. Click here for the YouTube video tutorial. So you can do this in a step-by-step manner, or you can do a one-click PC. So let me do it. So here we go. So I generated my stats, My background is a hermit. I'm 22 years old. I'm 2'7" plus 5, so I'm 3 foot tall, and I'm 35 plus 5. I'm 40 pounds. I'm a halfling. I'm a druid. I'm a female. I'm neutral. And if I need a feat, which I don't because I'm not a human variant, I could go there. If I need to pick languages, I can go here and roll on the language tables. Boom, I'm going to get Gnomish and Dwarvish. There we go. And if I'm a spell user, which I am, I'm a druid. I can go here and go to druid, and it'll roll two cantrips for me, and it tells me that I know the entirety of my spells. So I can go like that. It'll give me primal savagery and create bonfire, and there you go. I have everything I need to make a character in like 3 minutes. So pretty cool. Again, it uses all the sources in the game. So if you don't have all the sources, you can use the step-by-step list, which I think is here. And you can go, okay, open a new PC, name your PC, roll on the abilities table, which you'll do. Pick a background. So you go to the background table, you roll on that. Comes up with Lord's Alliance Agent, and we find out that that's in the Sword Coast Adventures Guide. Oh, I don't have the Sword Coast Adventures Guide, so instead, let me do Hermit. And Hermit is in the player's handbook, so boom, I'm good to go. So really cool if you want to make a character in like 60 parsecs of a second. I don't know, Star Wars, did I cheat? I moved 14 parsecs, Han Solo, I don't know what's happening. I'm mixing my metaphors now, but I think everybody gets it. Spells and cantrips known. This again is you're making a character. A lot of this stuff is PC generation help. So if you're making a spellcaster, this tells you what the ability is that you need to have for your casting, how many cantrips you get, how many spells you know at first level, number of spells you have prepared at the beginning of the game, your spell lists available, and when you get your spells back. You know, most people get their spells back at a long rest, but a druid gets half on a short rest, and then wizard obviously has arcane recovery, and so anyway, and then it even includes Eldritch Knight and Arcane Trickster. It tells you what's going on with your character when you build it, and so that if you're having a tough time deciding, you know, I want to play a spellcaster, but I don't want to wait for long rest every time. I want to get spells back on a short rest, so I'm only going to be a druid or a sorcerer or a wizard, or I'm sorry, warlock, not a sorcerer, because they have to wait long rest. But anyway, that's how that works. And then the last thing on this list before we give out a prize is the trinkets table. And again, there's just a table in the DMG that I think it has 100 trinkets on it. Yeah, it's 100, and that's what this is. There's nothing new. It's just the same ones, I think, or maybe I don't know. Is the one maybe it only has 50 in the DMG, and I added 50. I can't remember. But the reason I even did this was if you need a trinket and you especially want it to be random, you can just roll and get a random trinket. Why is it telling me to do? Why is it telling me to do manual dice entry? Did I somehow put that on there? Oh, I did somehow. Okay, let's just everybody calm down. All right, so I roll a trinket and I get a cameo card with the likeness of a hideous person. Very good. And then actually that item is there so that you can actually drag it onto your sheet and have it as your item in your inventory. So there you go. All right, I think I need to drink a Diet Coke. That was a lot of talking. As a matter of fact, I talked for 40 minutes and I haven't even opened this can. So, we'll give out a prize. Anybody in the chat say anything, you guys?
Just some comments.
What was the comment?
Well, Lady Shell wanted a automatic background generator. I mean, not like, background as in the set ones, but background as like, kind of like Volos has that kind of step-by-step walkthrough. Yeah, how'd you grow up, your history, your family. One of those.
Oh, does Volos not have a template for that? See, normally...
They have a template, but you have to kind of like read through it. It's not one like, oh, I'm just going to click the button and boom, it's going to generate everything.
They should have that.
Yeah.
I don't think they did.
Let's go look at something in in Volos. First of all, let's close everything else we don't need. Boom, boom, bing, bing, bang, ba-boom, boom. Close this down, and then let's look at Volos tables and background. How about templates? Story templates. Are backgrounds not part of this? I guess not. Okay. I would assume they would have done that, but that's a good idea. I mean, if they didn't do it, I can do it. I'll do it. But let's give away a prize.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start this up if I remember how to do it. There's yesterday. Okay. So Xmas, that's good. Oh well, that's good. Excellent. So DM's Guild item of your choice. But let's just make sure it says Rob Twohy. So this contest will be for the item of your choice. Because of what we're doing today, we're going to say that packages are not included in this, but you can get any item that has my name on it. Enter keyword Xmas, so exclamation point XMAS in the chat. And this can also be items. This would be items that are mine only. So all the ones we're talking about here, all the ones that we're going over today, are ones that you can get. Any of them that you want. Oh, and maybe if I start the timer, that'd help. All right, so we'll run a 2-minute timer on that, guys. Again, exclamation XMAS if you want to enter the drawing, and then if you win, you'll be able to get any one of my items that you wish to get. In the meantime, let me go back. Oh, now conditions and effects. This is actually not my most. This is my second most popular thing, I think, or third most popular. Most popular is the coding package, then the crit fumble tables, then this. So conditions and effects. What this does, let me open this first. If you click on the little zombie man up here, this is the effects. You guys have all seen this in the game. Now, normally you can have blinded, charmed, stable, turned, incorporeal, prone, poisoned, whatever. Those are all the standard ones here. But if you open this, I have I don't know, I think it's 175 plus effects here. So most of the spells that you would need that monsters put on people, or you need to up your AC or lower your AC or have advantage on attacks, or even something as simple as dodge. Dodge is not actually one of the things listed here in Fantasy Grounds, but it's a very common effect. Also, evasion and things like that. So they're all in there, and you can just search for the one you want. And then when you have the combat tracker, you've got unidentified creature, and he's gonna dodge. Okay, boom, he's dodging. There you go. That's all you do. So really handy. And again, very popular amongst DMs and players. And players can also access this. So if you say you're a barbarian and you do frenzy and you need exhaustion after you're done, or exhaustion 2, you can just go here. And if you type in EX, it'll narrow it down. There's all the exhaustions ones, and you just drag it on. Boom, you're exhausted. That's how you do it. So really cool. We'll cover this in a minute. Let's go check the prize. Let's check it. Oh, it's over. Okay, here we go. The winner is ID10T. Very good.
Nice.
So ID10T, you can PM me in Discord, and I will just put, hey, I won on the show, and I'll take care of you. And we will give another prize away before the end of the show, at least one more.
All right.
So let's take a look at Random Wizard Spellbook Generator, which I think is a lot of fun and can be quite useful. Especially, I mean, it's useful if you're wanting to roll yourself a random spellbook to play a wizard, but it's especially useful for DMs who need a spellbook for a parcel. So you just go to the tables here. Is it tables or stories? I don't really read per se. I write. I write, but I don't read. Oh yeah, I need to close Volos for God's sakes. God, Don. The words of Chevy Chase. Oh yeah, we don't need this. We don't need this. Okay. So, random wizard spellbook. Instructions. Oh, updates. Nope. Instructions. Okay. To generate a wizard spellbook, open the story button, click on the templates. That's where it is. Okay. So it is in story templates. That makes sense. Boom. Okay. So, which level? Fury, name a level.
3.
3. Okay, third level spellbook. Here we go. You open that up, you click on it, and it gives you a third level spellbook. Here's the cantrips. Here's the first level spells, the second level spells, and a third level wizard only has first and second level spells. So you can do this for any level, 1 through 20. For fun, let's do a 20th level wizard. Click on generate, and there's your spellbook. All the cantrips, first level, second level, third level, fourth level, fifth level, sixth level, seventh level, eighth level, ninth level. Really crazy. Now, because of Fantasy Grounds is kind of limited, you might get duplicates. Like Tasha's Hideous Laughter is listed there twice. So if you do get a duplicate, you can just go down to first level, open that right up, roll on the table. It gives you comprehend languages. You can just replace it. So really powerful, really cool, and again, includes every spell in the game for Player's Handbook, Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, Xanathar's Guide to Everything, and Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. Those are the 4 current 5e sources that have spells that are WotC. And so, as I said before, if you say, for example, you don't have Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, no problem. You just roll on that, and if it's a spell that you can't have or can't access, then just re-roll. And that's how you do it. So very good. Oh, you know what I did? I closed the goddamn thing. See, I get nervous. I have too many windows open, and I freak out and start closing everything. So let's get back in. Boom. That's not it. This is what I want. There we go. All right. So the rest of what's down here is the packages. And again, you know why we're not looking at the right one is because we are not looking at new. This is the one we should be looking at right here, which I had made all the changes in. I just haven't exported it yet. So the packages, and if you click on one of these links for the packages, it actually takes you to the DM's Guild where that package is available, and it says, okay, here it is. And I've done some cover changes. I made all my covers consistent. If they don't have artwork, they're all purple now, so looks really nice. Did that last night. That's how it's going to be in the future. And if so the 2 packages that I'll do tonight after the show that go on sale at 10 p.m. Pacific, they'll get links in there, and then I'll update this for everybody. So if you click on any one of these, it's basically going to take you to the DM's Guild where you can get them. And also, that's the same in the well, again, not updated. Damn it, right here, the DM's Guild org chart 2016, 17, and 18. If you click on these pins, it'll just open the module. But if you click on the thing up top, that'll take you. Oh no, I did it wrong. Hello. Ooh, I'll have to fix that. What it should have done was take me here like this. And if I fix the link, it will. So there you go, 2016 package. So we did that actually way faster than I thought we would. I thought it was going to take 2 hours, and it only took 50 minutes. So again, for those of you that might have joined us late, what I'm looking at in Fantasy Grounds here is the Rob Twohy Module Organizer, which is a module itself that's free. It's available on the Fantasy Grounds forums or in my Discord. And in my Discord, it's on the updates channel, the DMs Guild updates. And any module of mine that you have, any one of these modules that you open and go to the stories and click on updates, basically that's just a little note that says, hey, if you want to know what's been updated and when it's been updated to try and keep up with this, you just click on that, and basically what that does is take you to exactly the place that we were just in, which is the updates channel in Discord. Now, in this case, it's doing it in a browser, but I have the client open. But here, it's the same. This is the same as this right here. The fonts are different sizes. That's the only difference. So good. PC crash. Was that Leroon? PC crash? Are you back?
Oh yeah, that was a while ago.
Okay.
Well, I think his PC is still crashed. He's using his phone.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. So I'm gonna publish the packages tonight. I'm gonna tighten it up. I'm gonna fix the links. I'm gonna get everything all ready to go by 10 p.m. So if anybody is interested in purchasing the 2018 or the 3-year package, that'll be on sale tonight at 10 p.m. Pacific. So basically about 3 hours from now is when that'll be ready to go. And those packages will be discounted, so the price of everything added up, and then 50% off from now until the first of the year, and then it'll move to 40% off, so it'll go up just a little bit. But if you get it between now and the next week, and I'm hoping to break a record. I don't know. Last year when I did this, I broke the record for my own personal record, most sales in one day, which was Christmas Day last year, and so this one will be the 24th instead of the 25th. But I'm hoping to do that. And interestingly enough, my intent was to sell that package for one day only, and I left it up there and it sold, and then it kept selling. So I said to myself, well, I'll leave it on the DMs Guild until it falls out of the top 10. And so it was in this list of top 10, and it started at number 6. It would have been number 1, but way back when, I still wasn't very good at knowing what the policies of the DMs Guild were. And so the way these things that you see on the DMs Guild are ranked, like the number 1 here, it's number of dollars sold divided by number of days active. And what I didn't realize is that I proactively entered my title on December 9th of last year and didn't put it on sale until the 25th, so 16 days. So basically, instead of the money on the first day being divided by 1, it was divided by 16. And so I came in at number 6, and it never really got higher than number 3 or 4. But interestingly enough, even though it dropped out of the top 10, I left it up, and I decided to just leave it up permanently, because still to this day it's number 15 right now. This has been on sale for a year, and it's still in the top 15 of the DMs Guild. So that's all right. I like it. Here's Diablo Bob's extension, everybody. The one-click druid. Boom, number 12. So that'll stay on there until I don't think I'll ever take it off, I guess, because maybe people want to get it, but they don't want to get the whole 3 years. They just want the 2 years, or whatever it is. So I just decided every year I'm just going to package stuff up, and then I'll do that year's package, and then I'll make a big one with everything, and it'll just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So people, if they're people that have been buying things from me for years and years, they'll just get the updated shit. And then if they've never seen me before and they're like, oh yeah, I want everything, then they can just get the whole big package. So that's it. Let's give away another prize.
All right.
Let's give away another one, everybody. Same thing. Keyword Xmas. If you won already. So who was that won? Who was that won?
ID10T.
Oh yeah, ID10T. So ID10T shouldn't enter here because he already won. But everybody else can enter. And we'll start the timer. And again, exclamation Xmas. And that's not any statement on the word Christmas. That's just me being lazy and letting you be lazy. by having to type, 5 less characters in the chat. So exclamation Xmas will get you in the contest. We'll make a drawing, and then whoever the winner is can pick any item that I have gone through today that we've looked at. Also, keep in mind that I want you to PM me in Discord sooner rather than later. So we'll say by 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific. So within the next hour and 5 minutes, you should have at least just sent me a message saying, hey, Rob, I won on the show, and then we'll take it from there. Because I have a whole process that I go through to give stuff to people. So, comments from the co-hosts.
I think you covered everything pretty well, Rob. It's pretty straightforward, pretty organized. I really like that you added videos and the organizational chart to the organizer.
Yeah,
That's true. The organization chart is really helpful.
Yeah, and it got to be where I was like, oh my god, I don't even know like where does things go. So I did that, and I wanna thank Shadzar again. Shadzar's one of our moderators here. He's in the chat right now. I want to thank him again because he really put the effort forth to kind of redo this part of the website, and it makes it really easy. So if you go to the DMs Guild and search my name, there's like 103 items there. But only, I think, 45 of them or 46 of them are ones that I've done that are just me. And so that's what these are here. So that you won't see like collaborations with other authors that I've done here. Just my stuff. And again, that Fantasy Ground Sounds and Book of Lost Spells should be coming out of this list as soon as he gets to it. Because those are the Sounds package was done in conjunction with Gwydion and Deluxe Oz, and the Book of Lost Spells was done in conjunction with Gwydion. So those are partnership things. Those aren't just mine. So they can't be in any of my packages, because of their money has to be. I can't. In other words, the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to sell something and then discount it and then have to give them and then go, okay, well, you only get a 25% thing, and it's a giant mess. So rather than get into that and have it be, I don't want to upset those guys. So I'd rather just leave it out and have it be not part of any package. It's just easier that way. But there you go. The purple covers, purple Rob Twohy. Sampled from the Rob Twohy icon right there on the left-hand side. Boom. That's how I did it. Photoshop. And very good. And I think it looks better to have it be like that.
So, are we gonna call this the Christmas Eve show?
Didn't Fury already name it that?
I think she
I
did.
thought we did. The Eve of Christmas Eve show?
Yeah, this is the Eve of Eve of Eve. And then next week will be the New Year's Eve Eve. Eve.
Yeah.
And, oh good, let's see who won. Did somebody win? Let's find out. All right, let's do it. Draw a winner. The winner is Lord Havoc. Yeah.
Yeah.
User is currently offline. What kind of bullshit?
What?
It says he's there. It says he's there. I see his name in the chat. Anyway, Havoc, if you're there, say something in the Twitch chat. Purple is awesome. Nice branding. Thanks, Twas Brilling 1. Is that how you say that? Nice. I like that. No, I am not. Okay, good. He said no, he's not here. Okay. So he knows what to do. Just because I'm awesome, let's do one more winner.
Yeah.
Aralat, you can also PM me in Discord and win. So that's 3 people I gave stuff to today. Good.
Right.
All right, and we are at the 1 hour mark, so I see no reason to continue. That was a giant 1 hour Rob Twohy commercial. I'm very proud of it. I have no shame, and I don't care. But the reason I like to go over this once in a while, and Leroy, you were the one that really wanted me to do this, but
Yep.
it's good because people, I get a lot of PMs and a lot of emails all the time about like, what in the hell is going on? I want to buy, what am I missing? Tell me what I'm missing. And then I'm like, well, I don't know what you have. Like, I can't go on DMs Guild and punch up like every email of anybody that's bought anything or what the list is. I don't know what people have. It doesn't, there's no real accounting. All I know is I sold this many things today, but I don't know who bought it, or I don't know anything. So when people are like, I need to have it all, what do I do? And so that now I have some way of saying, okay, well, here's everything. Go look at it. And then what if you don't have something, get it. Do it.
Do it now.
Do it and do it now. But I mean, I'm just I do this. I fidget. I do this with my iPhone too. I look at the screen and I just go back and forth. I'm not really looking at anything or doing anything. I'm just fidgeting. But I really like the green check mark. I like to be able to go here and go, okay, what are the player ones? Let me just get the player ones. Okay, that's all these, which is most of them. The only ones that aren't player are from here down. So there you go.
Cool.
Boom. Okay, let's start closing some of this stuff and end the show and get it all done. I already green highlighted that. Okay, good. Next week, New Year's Eve year in review. We'll be taking any questions you have about Fantasy Grounds in any format, anything that you want. We'll talk about the previous 50-plus shows that we did, maybe cover some highlights from our memories, and give away prizes, of course, which we always do on Sundays. And then prepare to say, have a happy and a merry to everybody, and then don't come back for 5 weeks. That's what we're going to...
Hey, Boffrin just pointed out you are 8 people shy of 1,000 subs on your YouTube right now.
Oh, yeah, I have 992. Yeah, Gwydion put that in the Discord chat today. So I've been bitching since February about this. Maybe those of you that are listening right now can help me. Most of you are probably subscribing to me already on YouTube, but here, I'll show you what's going on here. So YouTube... we'll put the link in the chat, which FGC just did. How about I just use a bookmark and go to my own YouTube channel? Like, duh, why don't I just do that?
That's great.
So, for those of you that don't know, there was a lady who went into YouTube in California and shot up the place in February because of this. But YouTube basically said to everybody, hey, unless you have 1,000 subscribers and also like 4,000 minutes watched a month or something, you don't get to make money on YouTube. And people fucking lost their mind. And I've been on YouTube since 2012.
Hey, Rob Twohy here.
Oh, hey, Rob Twohy here. I've been on YouTube since 2012. I've only really seriously been updating... I've only been updating videos for like the last 3 years. So I have about 750 videos. Let me see, how many do I have? Let's find out. Videos. I have... Doesn't it tell me how many goddamn videos? Mother flying. I don't know how to fucking use YouTube, you guys. Doesn't it tell me how many videos I have? It's supposed... Oh, I know where it is. It's here.
Customized channel?
No, no, it's not that. It's this. And they're changing this. I don't know if any of you guys have YouTube. It fucking sucks ass now. Let me go to Creator Classic, because then I know how to look at that. They're changing the whole thing and making it all new, and I fear change. You got to be shitting me. They used to... it's 700 and something. Hold on. Here we go. Right here. Video Manager. Video Manager. 700 and... Show me the number. Show it to me. 717. Okay, so I have 717 videos. And basically what YouTube did in February is they said, okay, anybody that doesn't have 1,000 followers doesn't get paid. You can't do anything. You're just nobody. And the reason they said they did that was because what people would do is they would sign on YouTube. They would get an account. They would take someone else's popular video. They would publish it on their own page and then rack up 1 million hits and get paid and then just leave. So in order to prevent that, they said you have to have 1,000 followers. And 1,000 followers takes forever to get, at least if you're me. I mean, there's guys out there, Matt Colville has like fucking 70,000 and Digital Dave has 20,000 followers, whatever. It takes a long time, years and years and years. So I've been struggling to get to this 1,000 number, and as of now, I'm at 996. Somebody must have just did it right now while I was talking. Awesome. So I need 4 more subscribers to hit 1,000, everybody. and then I'll be somebody. As long as nobody then unsubscribes and I go back down to $9.99 and YouTube sends me a thing saying, nope, you're out. But yeah, so if you like this channel and basically what's on YouTube is pretty much everything that I've done on this Twitch channel. So if you like what we're doing here and you're not already subscribed to YouTube, you can go there to my channel and hit the subscription button, and that will get me over 1,000. And then you also want to make sure that you turn on notifications.
Hey, Rob Twohy here.
So that whenever I publish a new YouTube video, you'll know what's up. And, it'll send you like a notification saying, hey, Rob's put a new video. So there you go. Notifications. Oh, no, yeah, okay. So anyway, yeah, thanks for reminding me, Leroon, or Boffrin, I guess, is who my public email right there. I don't care. Email me. What's up? I'll talk to you. All right, what else? Did we give away the other prize? Did we do it? Yeah, we did. We gave away 3. Nice. Very good. What else do we want to do? Close YouTube. We talked about next week. We're gonna all be here for next week. Close that. This is updates I still need to do. This is my little spreadsheet that I keep track of. So there you go.
What's your game schedule like for the rest of the month?
Oh, game schedule. Let's look at it. Let's go to Rob Twohy schedule. All right. So, today, all things Fantasy Grounds. Boom. Tomorrow, Monday, Module Creation Monday, except 12/24, see below. So, tomorrow, I am going to host from this channel Digital Dave's Christmas Extravaganza. So if you come here to watch Module Creation Monday tomorrow, it won't be on, but Dave's starts at 8 p.m. Pacific, which is 10 p.m. his time, Mountain. And he's doing his 5th annual Christmas Extravaganza. So I encourage everyone to go and watch that because he's going to be giving away a shit ton of prizes. And he's doing a private show 2 hours before that on YouTube, but that's for Patreons. So if you're a Patreon of Dave's, Digital Dungeon Master, then you already know about that. And I'll be there looking at that. Tuesdays off always. Wednesday we will be having pickup games. So if you're interested in Wednesdays, we're going to be there for sure. Friday, we're going to have Dungeon of the Mad Mage. We didn't have a game this week. And you know what? Let me just change this because that's outdated now. We did not have a game on the 21st, but it's the 23rd now, so I can take that off. Boom. Saturday Roundtable will still be happening, and then as Leroon is, as I think Chris from GTW is, I am also taking the month of January off. I started the trend. And so during January, there won't be any streams except on Fridays. I am going to play Dungeon of the Mad Mage on Fridays with Furied and Joe and everybody else, and we will stream those. But other than the Friday games, during the month of January, there won't be any other streams because I'm going to take the month off. Now, to be clear, I'll be around. I'll be here. I'm not like going to Montana to the woods to go fishing and hunting in the mountains. I'm not leaving. I'm just not going to be streaming. So I'm just not going to turn on the sound and the cameras, at 6 p.m. every night. But I'll still be around. So I'll still be on Discord and still be in communication with everybody and this and that. Oh, somebody clipped something. Somebody clipped something from this show. Not the last one. Let's play the last one. Let's play it.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is me. This is me. Last week. Can't you copy out of a fucking fuck?
I'm working on a song with this, by
that?
the way. I'm already laughing.
Fucking fuck. Alright, let's just calm down here. Somebody, I hope that doesn't time me out on YouTube for that little fucking Billy Squire. Somebody clipped that because I was making a module and I just started flipping out, as I do probably like 15 times a day, because I couldn't copy a thing and I was like, And I don't know what I said. Can't you copy a fucking fuck? And then somebody just hit clip. Because, it's funny to watch me flip out.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Anything else, everybody? Who's got questions? Oh, yeah. We always forget to do this. I'm so excited that the show's over because I think if I don't stop myself, I'll go for 3 hours, which I have on Saturdays. But I always forget to say that if you have questions about Fantasy Grounds or questions for us to answer that don't even necessarily have to do with our subject matter tonight, you can still ask those. So 3.3.7 is out now. Maybe you have a question about a new thing there. But yeah, if you guys have questions, please post them in the chat, and we'll try to get them answered for you.
Yep.
Who's saying anything there? Y'all seem like a great community. I'll try to hang out around more often. Oh, good to hear. Yeah, welcome. We like it.
Yeah.
Be here. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Rob Twohy, can you get Matt Mercer on the show? Vavrin's fucking with me. Question: tables. Explain the new table change. There's a table change. I'm thinking that Lady Shell is saying that in a New York Jewish accent. There's a table change. Yeah, what table change? Explain this new table change. 3.3.7 table change. What in the hell is he talking about? Does anybody know?
While you're rapping, I will look it up.
Okay, because maybe there's a table change.
I know you and I went through all these.
Yeah, we did, and I don't remember. I remember you were reading them to me, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then I don't remember anything about a table change.
Oh,
yes,
they fixed the hierarchy, so they'll roll in the correct order. Because remember, they'd get miscombobulated, and the output would be wrong, or it would break it.
Oh, chain table rolls. Oh, I see.
Yes.
So if you had something that rolled on a table, that rolled on a table, that rolled on a table, it would just mix them all up. And now that's done right. I can't think of anything that has an example of a table that rolls on a table that rolls on a table. I know I have it, but I just can't think of one right now. So,
well, I think your characters one did it.
Let's see. Let's find out.
I think it broke on you at one point. I could be wrong, but I think
I don't remember breaking. I don't remember it ever breaking, but let's see. PC character generator. Let's go to the here. So this story template just rolls on one table, but then the tables themselves might have the tables themselves, classes, main tables. Class, no. Oh, yeah. So here's okay. So this story template rolls on a class table, which then rolls on a different table, which then just has choices. So that's two steps. So in other words, if I click generate, this is going to roll here, which is going to pick one of these tables, which are here, and then roll on those, but those all just have entries in them. They don't have other, so it's only two steps. But here, we can do it. So obviously what happened was this class went here, it rolled a 1, which was DMG, and it opened the DMG and rolled Anti-Paladin. That's how it did it. So I've never noticed that they were ever out of order, but sometimes, like some of that treasure crap that has like let's see, let's go to DMG and look at the treasure tables.
So while you're doing that, the official thing says chain table rolls will be handled depth first sequentially. And they also remove the result from the tag from the output of a table.
Oh, that's the part I thought was cool. Yeah. Okay, so let's do treasure tables. Where's all the fucking treasure tables? Here we go. So let's find one that let's do this. Is this it? No, that's still. Is it the lower ones that have more? Okay, so it's saying it'll do these in order. So let's do it. As a matter of fact, let's make it into a parcel. Let's do that. That'll be fun.
Yep.
Okay, so it's gonna roll this many copper, this many silver, this many gold, and there it is. And did it show in the chat what it rolled? I don't think so.
No.
No. Okay. So again, me with 1,000 windows open because I can't be bothered to keep control of myself.
Flip it.
And I only have one monitor, so I can't do multiple screens.
Hey, Walking Dude's here.
Hey, Walking Dude.
Sean Sides.
Sean Sides, that's his real name. Okay, so it rolled in but see you can't. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll change, instead of parcel, I'll put it in story. So now it's basically what that was telling us is that it's gonna roll these in order: copper, silver, gold.
Okay.
And it did.
Nice.
But I had never noticed that it didn't do that before.
I really didn't either.
Now, if I put it in chat, it's gonna just not say the word result. Oh yeah, so no, it just fucking rolls. Nice.
Huh.
And they've got the
Awesome.
new they've got that new symbol here, the eye with a line through it rather than the question mark. I like that too.
Makes sense because it matches the eyeball in the table selection.
So what Shadzar was asking, guys, is that apparently before, when you rolled on a table that had more, that had result after result, or even nested results that rolled on a different table and then another different table and another different table, it would screw up the order or whatever. So if you, like, say you had an archetype and you had a table that rolled, roll on a table that tells me the source book, which then rolls on the table that tells me the class, which then rolls on the table that tells me the archetype, then it would screw up that order. And, I don't know. Like I said, I never noticed it, but apparently people did notice some stuff that was wrong because they had to do a fix on it. So, yeah, it matches the OBS thing too. Someone's going to fall over carrying 2,300. Yeah, exactly. All right. So, any other questions, guys? 3.3.7. I'll tell you what I like is this PC search bar here, and the fact that PCs get alphabetized now dynamically in here. Because in my 5e pickups game, you open this thing, there's 105 PCs in there, and I needed, that was a nightmare to go through those. Somebody would say, "Oh, I want to. You can delete my character," and I would open this thing, and I would make it really big. And then I would scroll through 100 characters going, okay, where is it? And now it's all alphabetized and you can search, and it's really nice. And also the modules, when you open the modules thing here, not only can you search for module title, but you can also search by author.
So let's search by Rob Twohy.
Yeah, no doubt. It's fucking still 100 shit. It's, that's just a lot. Plus all the ones that I've done, oh, Jesus, there's...
Oh, my God.
I wish there was a count. I wish it was like Windows and it said, 102 items or whatever.
Result table.
Yeah, but there's a lot. There's my purple person. It's 5e inspiration card when it gets in the middle and ruins everything. And that's how you do it, everybody. That is how it's done.
Yeah. So
all
what's
right,
your
who
plans?
Else has questions?
I have a question for you. So what's your Christmas plans other than a New Year's bash?
Oh, my Christmas plan?
Yep.
Is I'm gonna go to the restaurant. There's a restaurant here. I did this for Thanksgiving. They specifically are open on the holidays so that single, lonely men who are atheists can go eat turkey instead of going to church or whatever I'd be doing if I had a girlfriend, whatever the hell I'd be getting dragged to somebody's family outing or whatever. I went to my sister's for Thanksgiving, but I told them I'm not coming for Christmas because they're doing this is ridiculous. They're doing a 5-day, like it's happening now. It's from like the 23rd to the 27th or something. They're doing a 5-day Christmas thing, and it's just kid-centric. And it includes like going out and chopping down the Christmas tree and caroling around the lake and all this other shit. They were telling me this, and I'm like, I am out. Like, stop telling me. Whatever else you say is only going to make it worse. And plus, it's at Diamond Lake, which is like an hour drive away. And I'm just like not into any of it. So I said, yeah, guess what? Rob's not going to be there. And they were like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, you don't care. You won't even know I'm not there.
So is that holiday house?
There's no fucking chance anybody in that whole group of people is going to go, hey, wasn't Rob supposed to be here? There's no chance that's going to happen. What's holiday house?
I don't know. There's a little house somewhere in Spokane that people visit, and it looks like a little hobbit house. I'm not sure what it's called. I've seen it, but I've never been to it. So
I don't know what you're talking about, and Holiday House Spokane returns no results on Google that are any good.
Well, I don't know the title of it. I just know that there's some sort of thing that people visit when they go to Spokane during the holiday, especially Christmas. And it looks like a hobbit house or something that's decorated.
That I'm not aware of. I don't even know what that might be. Oh, Spokane man Tolkien fan builds hobbit house.
Yeah, that
All right,
thing.
let's check it out. So there is a news story about it. Let's see. Let's type in Hobbit House Spokane. And I'm imagining, since that's the case, he probably does light it up or whatever the hell. Spokane Mountain builds Hobbit House in front yard. Is there a picture of it? Can we see a fucking picture? Thank you. Not the video. I want to see the picture. Anyway, yeah, so I didn't know about this, but apparently so. So good.
Well,
so no, I won't be going to that.
Why not?
Well, fuck, I don't. That involves like leaving the house and going out into 30-degree weather. Why would anybody do that?
Get a picture, Rob.
It's ridiculous. I have a picture. It's right here.
No, I mean with you sitting in the Hobbit house.
No, I'm not even really a Tolkien fan anyway.
Oh.
Better than a manger.
Shadzar says your restaurant is AKA Denny's.
No, it's not. It's Sherry's. It's not Denny's. It's Sherry's.
Okay.
Because Denny's, I'm sure, would be a thing, but Sherry's Cafe and Pies, they specifically do. This is what they have. This is what you get when you go there. Oh my god.
Wow. That's not too shabby.
The picture actually looks better than it is. And what was funny was I went there and they don't bring it out this way. They bring it out on a plate, obviously. But I told the gal no gravy. I mean, I like gravy, but gravy doesn't like me. So this is about how much gravy you get. I mean, I said no gravy. She goes, okay, no problem. And she brings it out, and it is smothered. I couldn't even see the turkey. And I go, oh, I said no gravy. And as I was saying it, she goes, oh, you said no gravy. And she went back and got me another one. But yeah. So I go there and I get that, and that's me pretending that I'm doing something Christmassy. So there you go. That's how you do it. And they have pies. Oh, and then I get a piece of pie, and then I bring that home. I don't eat it there. Yeah. So what about you guys? What are you doing for Christmas?
Turkey dinner, some gift cards, hopefully some R&R. Not the alcohol, but some relaxing and resting.
R&R is alcohol? What? Really?
Oh yeah, that's
I
Crown
never
Royal.
heard of that. Oh, okay, I guess. I think Christmas Eve we're going over to my grandmother's house to see the family, and then Christmas Day we're spending with my husband's family.
Cool.
Family. No, Shad. Denny's does not own the. And Marie Callender's is good too. We had Marie Callender's here, Lady Shell, but they are no longer here. We
Closed
used to
down?
have. Huh?
Did they close down?
Yeah, they just, some companies, they just decide they're going to leave certain states because of the tax laws and this and that. We used to have Boston Market here, which is fucking amazing. They have
Oh,
them in
yeah.
California. Oh, yeah, no more Boston Market here. We used to have TGI Fridays. They're gone. They just left Washington State. Washington State is somehow not that friendly to businesses for some reason. I don't know why they make these decisions.
It's booty.
There's about 6,000 McDonald's here. I'll tell you that. They're never going anywhere. But their thing is they McDonald's isn't even in the hamburger business. They're in the real estate business.
Yep.
But let's see. What else? Is anybody asking anything else? R&R rum and Rolaids. Fucking 12 hours of work and the traditional Christmas pizza for me. Yeah. I might do pizza like the day after that or whatever. But one of the reasons I'm taking January off is I'm like going off sugar, and I'm gonna start trying to eat right and stuff like that.
So you're gonna be cranky and
I'm gonna
yelling
be
at
fucking
all of us all the
cranky
time.
as fuck. I mean, as normally as cranky as I am, you don't even want to fucking have, I'm sure Friday nights will be fine because it'll be fun and I'll just, it's only 3 hours. But
It makes me nervous.
and no, but I'm not the DM either, so no
that's
worries.
true.
Yeah,
For
I'm not. For now, right? But you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be like pissed off for 2 weeks, starting like
Isn't
January.
Jake doing that whole no sugar thing?
Isn't who doing it?
Jake, your friend Jake.
Oh no,
From
I don't.
State Farm.
Maybe he is Jake from State Farm. He sounds hideous. She sounds hideous. I don't know. I don't know if he is. And
I know he's doing some crazy ass diet to help him himself.
Yeah.
He mentioned it before.
And I'm not doing anything specific. Like I'm not doing the keto diet or the paleo diet, or I'm not doing any specific thing. I'm just gonna try to alter my life patterns, and it takes 2 or 3 weeks to do that, right? So I figured I'll try this in January. I'll take the month off, and if I snap and want to murder somebody, at least I won't be anybody in the community. I'll kill a local Spokane vagrant instead, and then you guys won't know.
Except now we do, and it's on
except
video.
now I've admitted it in public. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna murder anybody. I did that joke before. About 2013 or 2012, somewhere around there. I was on this fast, and I told my doctor. I said, this is all wrong because I've never felt like I'd want to commit murder so I could get a saltine cracker. And he just started laughing. Oh my god. Richard Simmons workout video. I used to do in the early 90s. I did Richard Simmons not the videos, but I bought his like
The
he
person
had
you used to do Richard Simmons.
I used to do him. Yeah. It used to crack me up when David Letterman would spray him with a fucking fire extinguisher on there. But I've known about Richard Simmons since he was on General Hospital in like the mid 80s. But at one point he had a card system where it was kind of like Weight Watchers or whatever, where you would food would be points and you'd have them in a folder, and then if you ate that food you would move the card over to the other side of the folder and you'd have so many points a day. I did that for I don't know how long. I mean, I've done like every fucking diet there is, and diets don't work. No diet works. There isn't a diet out there that works. What you have to do is you have to change your mentality. You have to get it straight in your head. Eat right, exercise, don't overindulge. That's all anybody ever needs to do. There's no science.
You should probably change the screen so you don't become a Sherry's ad and then get in trouble.
Yeah, Sherry's, yeah. Carbs. Let's see. What should I change the screen to? Let's go to. Let's do this. Oh, I know what let's do. Here. Let's do this. Boom, slides.
There you go.
So, of which I'll have to change the one slide that's going to come up next is today's show, which is 51. There it is. Boom.
Bit boss.
Bit boss. Oh, who's the bit boss? Fancy Grounds College. So good. Rob Twohy sweating to the oldies. Yeah, sweating to the oldies. Deal a meal. That was it. Boffrin, deal a meal. That was it.
Deal a meal. Yep.
And I used to do. Let's see. In my act, I did. What did I say? Being in the Catholic Church was like doing a Richard Simmons video. Stand, sit, kneel, sit, stand, kneel, sit, stand, shake, sit, stand, kneel. I don't think they do that anymore. I don't think you say peace be with you and then shake somebody's hand. I don't think they do that anymore. Somebody told me they don't do it. But I don't know. I haven't been to church. I do want to go to confession, but the only reason I want to go to confession is so that I can say, "Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 37 years since my last confession." I just think it would be so fun to say that.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't been to confession since I was 15.
You haven't done anything that bad in 37 years?
Well, not that any fucking fake non-existent deity can judge me for. No. I'm an atheist. Yeah, I was able to. My parents, when I was 13 or 14, told me, when you're 15, you can make the decision to not respect the Catholic religion if that's what you want to do. But until then, you're coming to church and whatever, they force me, whatever the hell, because anybody that's a religious person, that the only reason they are is because that's what they were born into and that's what their parents told them. And until you're, in college or start studying on your own, you don't like explore other avenues or figure out like I did that it's all bullshit. So my 15th birthday was on a Sunday, and I came rolling up out of the basement in my pajamas. And they're like, "What are you doing? It's time to go." And I go, "Yeah, no, I'm not going." And I go, and I think my dad said, "Well, we were gonna take you out for your birthday." And then my mom goes, "Oh, it's," and I go, and they hadn't forgotten my birthday, but they did forget that they told me I could on my 15th birthday that I could quit. And I said, "I'm quitting Catholicism." And my dad just fucking turned around and walked out of the house because he was a giant Catholic. And then my mom, who wasn't born Catholic, but she married my dad, and then of course that's, in the 70s, that was the law. The wife just capitulated. Over. Yeah, the wife just capitulated to the husband, whatever the religion was. That's what you are. That's what the law was. I don't know. Things used to be a different time.
Yeah.
And so then I said, "Yeah, I'm out." And then I did go to parochial. I went to Gonzaga when I was in 9th grade. And then after 9th grade, I was like, I fucking want out of this shit. And it was a good school. I mean, my parents were paying like, I don't know, $3,000 or $5,000 a year for me to go there. And this is a fucking high school. And I'm like, I go, this is stupid. I go, why are you throwing your money down the drain? Just let me go to the high school that's a mile from the house, the public one, and I'll just go there. And they were like, all right, fine. So then I did. And that's how and then I turned out like I am. Ridiculous.
Cool. I quit going to church in 6th grade. Her name was Esther.
Right. How did you get back to the Bit Boss when I did a $500 bit thing, Lady Shell?
Huh. I don't know. Bit Boss for the session.
There was a sect called Shakers in the 19th century. Yeah, that's funny. Maybe it didn't update when the thing isn't showing. That's actually possible. Lady Shell, that's a very good possibility. If the Bit Boss isn't on screen, it might not update. It's supposed to, but I don't know that it does. So that's very good. Rob's got a horror tag on this episode. A horror tag? What?
Her announcement tag? I don't know what she means.
Well, is she talking about the Twitch
on the stream show? It says Dice Roleplay English RPG Horror.
What?
Yeah.
Fucking fuck.
Apparently you're scary, dude.
Mine says Dice Roleplay English. That's all it says. Oh, RPG Horror. There we go. They just populated. So I will fucking nerf that shit right now. Oh, interesting. English, RPG, and horror are not things I can get rid of. There's no delete function.
Weird.
What the fuck?
That is awful.
That is awful.
It's broken.
Roleplay and dice I can get rid of. English, RPG, and horror I can't get rid of. What the fuck? Why the
That's
fuck?
weird.
What the fuck in the fuck?
It's time to write a business letter.
Oh yeah, the business letters. You're famous for those. Yeah, I cheered 500 and it took FGC like 20.
Yeah.
It applies
could
to
just-
any FGC. So if I change this actually shouldn't be Fantasy Grounds. It should be Talk Show.
Crystal Strahd.
Oh wow, that's interesting. So horror and RPG are Fantasy Grounds embedded
Subtags?
tags. Yeah. So
Oh,
I
man.
changed it to Talk Show and Podcast, which is really what we're doing. And it changed the embedded to IRL, which is also wrong. I mean, in real life, I guess. Talk shows are real life, I guess. But yeah, the Twitch is just fucked up. They have a lot of fucked up shit. Business letter.
Yep.
I blame Patreon. Did he mention it? Or does he just go on previous mentions? About what? See, I don't know. I sometimes I read the chat and I don't know what's going on. All right. What else, everybody?
I'm golden.
So, are you gonna be streaming anything at all, like when you're playing Red Dead or anything like that?
Probably. I mean, I'll and if you and I play, I'll probably stream that because it's funny because we're yelling at people, trying to get a posse together. Yeah, yeah. But just no planned streams was the idea. Just I don't want to have to be beholden to starting the pre-stream with music at 5 o'clock and then doing a show at 6, and have to like get in the mental space for that like I do now 5 days a week. I'm cool with showing up on Friday to play the game because I'm not DMing, so it's not really that much effort. But the whole idea about taking January off was just to eliminate that part of my life that is a requirement, or self-made requirement.
Cheer bits in the stream. Thanks for the cheer bits.
Yeah, well, let's see what that does. That's gonna take Leroon down like a mofo. Cheer bits, Lady Chill, cheer bits. So the whole idea of taking the month off was just to not stream. I mean, I'm still going to be converting modules. I'm still going to be doing my SmiteWorks job. I'm still going to be on Discord. I'm still going to be doing basically. I'm going to pretty much be doing everything I always do, just not streaming a show. That's not to say though that I won't show up impromptu for a little
cheer bits.
Robotron
Cheer bits in the
2084.
stream. Thanks for the cheer bits.
Cheer bits. Fantasy Grounds College. Cheer bits. A little Red Dead Furied Redemption. Charity, $317,828 total raised for direct relief. 4 more days to show your support. Cheer and include #charity. Learn more about this. Does that appear in the chat for everybody, or is it just me that sees
does.
that?
It does.
It does. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Very good. Let's see. That came after Lady Shell. Cheers, 500 bits. That's interesting. It's kind of a private message that shows up to each person, but in the Twitch app on my television where I monitor the stream, it is not in that chat. And in the chat bot, it's in some different font color. It's really weird. It's kind of like it private messages everybody about that.
Interesting.
Fantasy Grounds College, cheer bits. Spanking you, FGC. Yes, it is a Twitch notice. Oh yeah, so Shadzar's confirming. It isn't in IRC, right? Twitch Notify is no longer an IRC tag. Oh. Yeah. All right, DM's Guild sales for today. Let's check it. Oh, yeah, Shadzar, by the way, the other thing that I disappointingly don't like is that I can't I have to go to Nightbot now, and then I have to do those manually.
Cheer
I
bits.
can't do it.
Cheer bits in the stream. Thanks
Lady
for the cheer bits.
Lady Shell's not fucking around. She's taking over. I like it. Thank you, Lady Shell. I appreciate that. And it's just a side. It's just gravy on top that you're spanking, Leroon. Commands. I have to go here to custom commands, and I have to go to look at these commands, and then I have to do. Wait a minute. What? What? They're not in there? I didn't fucking fuck. Hold on. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass here. Hold on. Oh no. End of stream. Boom. Oh, but the other one is the promote. I have to do promote. And I have to type in. Well, promote is on auto anyway. So I added 100 GP to everybody, and then now I have to instead of just clicking a button, I have to type in promote to get that to work. So there's all the things you can do to help the stream, everybody. You can go to our Discord, go to my Patreon page. We have levels for as little as $1. You can cheer to the channel, BitBoss. You can donate if you wish. Appreciate that if you do. You can go to the DMs Guild and check our items there. Today's sales on the DMs Guild, only six items. You can follow me on Twitter or subscribe to my YouTube channel. I know those. I always say those backwards, but they're not. It's not really backwards because the last thing I want to say is subscribe to YouTube. Fantasy Grounds sub perk, 200 Twohys, and a Jiffy pack. Jiffy pack.
Oh, look at that.
4 more people. We probably don't want to talk about Patreon. Oh yeah, walking dude, Patreon. That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys heard about that? That's a thing.
Yeah, what happened? Tell me.
So basically, what happened was there was this guy who he's an anti-politically correct guy. His whole thing is there's too much snowflakes and college kids suck because they have to go to a safe space and all this. So he has these opinions and he spouts this stuff. And he was on someone else's show giving an example of why Nazis are bad, and he used the N-word on this show. The show that he was no nigger, not Nazis. And so he was using that in context, and he was saying why it was bad, and so Patreon disabled his account for reasons that he was spouting hate speech. So it's like I just said it a minute ago, right? I just said the word like 5 seconds ago. Basically, it would be the same as if they shut my Patreon page down and referred to this video where I said the word, but was saying that I was telling this story. I'm not spouting hate speech, but that's what they said he did. And then, much like the Roll20 fiasco, he tried to get himself unbanned and explain himself, and they were like, no, you did it. And there's a whole video about it, and it's pretty interesting because their video, and even the CEO of Patreon was interviewed and was quoted as saying, plus you can read it, it says, if you do anything wrong on Patreon, if you put some text or a video on your Patreon account and it violates their terms of service, they're going to shut you down. But it's only if you do it on Patreon. So not only did this guy not do it on Patreon, he didn't even do it on his own YouTube channel. It was on somebody else's YouTube channel where he was being interviewed. And so somebody reported him, and then Patreon's like safety and awareness team shut him down. And when he asked to be reinstated, they said, no, we can't reinstate you because you're hateful. And so then Walking Dude was bringing that to my attention, and yeah, it seems pretty bad. I mean, I'm on Patreon, and I'm I haven't had any problem there, and I got 25 people that are on my Patreon with me or whatever, and Leroon, head patron, whatever, and Fury, you're on there too, but Yeah, so that's just what happened, and that's about that's the layman's version of the story as I relate it to you by watching the video that I saw, and maybe Walking Dude can clear up anything that I got wrong, but yeah, Bofferin said I just got banned from Patreon from saying that. It's a nanny state, says Shadzar. I'm the Wizard. There's a series of videos. Wizard helps to have identity and then broadcast it. Rob Twohy subscribed. Star also got PayPal pulled from it. Wait, so PayPal doesn't do Patreon now, or what? I don't know what's going on. I summed it up pretty well. Okay, good. People, this is probably like about 50% of the All Things Fantasy Grounds talk shows that we do. People watch it for the info, they're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna watch it. They're covering spell codings today, and I'm gonna watch it. And then they're on YouTube, and then it devolves into this fucking just personal discussion at the end for like an hour, and people are like, what the fuck is happening? But that's all right. We don't care. I'm now gonna take my second sip of Diet Coke, everybody.
All right.
So we should shut it down. Are we doing it? What's today? Sunday?
Yeah. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
Tomorrow's Christmas Eve and Tuesday. Yeah, so I guess we won't. I mean, I'll probably be doing some kind of module creation tomorrow. Oh no, I won't. Why did I say that? No. So we won't. I won't actually see anybody till after I mean on stream. I won't see anybody until after Christmas. So if I forget to say it at the end, everybody, I'll say it now. Have a happy and a merry, whatever it is you do for your holidays. Wednesday is pickup games, Walking Dude. Yes, that's absolutely right. It's going to be 6 druids, all fighting. That's
nice.
I like it. Sounds good.
Everybody wants to be a druid now because of the thing.
We're going to try to break
I'm still waiting for a full party of bards, and I wanted the musical adventures and crime-solving capabilities, but nobody wants to do it.
I think that's a great idea. Have every college represented.
Right?
I don't know why the Old Spice song is part of what musical bards would be, but that's what I came up with.
Well, that's what you get for Christmas.
Yeah.
Get a box of allspice from the drugstore.
All right. So, 10 minutes ago you said you were out for dinner, so you're gonna go.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll shut her
guys.
down. Good night. Thanks, Leroon. Have a happy and a merry. So guys that are watching the stream, we're gonna end it, guys and gals. By the way, whenever I say guys, it's the same thing as when I say bitches. I mean everybody. I'm not singling out genders. Yeah, bitches are all genders. Guys is all genders. I could say folks, but that's I'm not living in the 1940s, so I don't say folks. I say guys. But when I say guys, I mean everybody. Same as I do when I say bitches. And I'm very famous for saying the phrase YouTube are bitches because everybody that works there is a bitch. Yeah, we're not snowflakes. Good. Yeah, thank God I'm not still doing comedy because I would have, much like a lot of other comedians, I would have had to quit going to colleges because you can't. So a comedian friend of mine sent me a letter that he got from a college thing, and it was like a 2-page thing that said, here's what you can't do, and you can't talk about this, and you can't talk about religion, and you can't talk about sexuality, and it was just on and on and on. So basically, it basically boiled down to he could go out on stage and go, hello, my name is Rob. I'll be your comedian for the evening. Good night. That was all he could. They restricted him so much, and he wrote him back and said, yeah, I won't be there. And there's a lot of comedians that just won't do, and famous ones too, like Chris Rock and Jerry Seinfeld. They won't do colleges anymore because it's just a fucking safe place, snowflake area. George Carlin would have fucking rolled over in his grave. If he wasn't dead already, he'd die. My friend Tommy and I would go into the bookstore, and he wrote a book about 10 or 15 years ago, George Carlin, called, I think it was called Brain Droppings. And I would just pick up the book and open it to a random page and read and read something that he wrote just in an aisle of the bookstore where nobody could see me. Soccer's not a sport. You can't use your arms. And then I just put the book back on the shelf and walk away. Super funny to me.
Oh, Rob, you and your weird habit.
I know, I have weird things I do. Do like Carlin did on the Gong Show one time. Oh, yeah, he just stood there for 3 minutes. I saw that. I saw that live in like 1974 or whenever that was. It was amazing. The 132,000 things you can't say at college. So good. Well, I think we should end it, Fury. What do you think?
Yeah, I got presents that need wrapping and
Oh, that's right. You have paper cuts to get.
Yeah,
so
paper cuts.
For everybody that's watching tonight, thanks a lot. We will be doing one more show before the end of the year. So hopefully you'll be come back for that next week where we'll do a year-end review. And once again, everyone, thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for all the subs and the cheer bits and the follows and the donations and your Patreon and your support and your DMs Guild patronage and buying of the things there. I really appreciate for everybody. For those of you that are on the lookout, in a couple hours, those packages will be up. So I'll put a note in Discord when that happens. And on behalf of our famished, now absent co-host Leroon and my lovely still present co-host Miss Furied Fate, I want to wish all of you a happy and a merry. And if we don't talk to you until after Christmas, enjoy that. Be safe, be with your families. And we will be back here to see you after that. And oh yeah, Friday, absolutely, we'll be here Friday. And until then, good gaming, everyone.